Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is your brother in the struggle coming right back at you once again with this message, in these last days that we're living. Ladies and gentlemen, let me just tell you two things. First off, let me ask you, are you ready for the truth? Can you handle the truth? Are you going to find this truth so weird and so strange that you would just ignore it? Ladies and gentlemen, I've been coming to you for many, many years telling you this story. But we know that we as human beings, our human nature overcomes us. And we of course will always go to the left, which is believe the lie. Ladies and gentlemen, today I'm here to talk to you about the dynamics of government. Yes, your government leaders and your religious leaders. Okay? How can you believe in men, okay, and yet claim to believe in God? Ladies and gentlemen, you live within men's rules as long as they are reasonable, as long as they don't interfere with the relationship, with the relationship between you and God Almighty. But of course, that has always been the goal, that you don't become aware of who you really are, that you are a special human being with God-given potentials. For you was created by God himself, by the celestial family, which is composed of the mother, which gives breath. Even her name means breath. Rawak Hakendesh. Then you have the Father, which created us in their image. And then you have the angels. And of course, how can we forget the Son, Yahushua, Christ, who gave his life for us? All right? So the reality is that ever since men sinned and fell from the grace of God, men have been working with the fallen angels. Okay? In fact, the fallen angels have never left the earth. They have always been here. And men have always worked with them. Your world leaders. What do you think? And then what does the world do? They follow. They follow the leader. Following the leader, wherever we may go. You see? They follow the leader. And the leaders have always been blind. And we all know what Christ said, when the blind leads the blind, they will both fall in the ditch. So, ladies and gentlemen, okay, humanity have been living under a big fact lie. In fact, this is why I have a challenge that nobody has nobody has been able to meet that challenge, because in fact I was offering just $500 for anybody that can send me a video which proves of any world leaders throughout human history that has been under that have really care about each people. To this day, I'm still waiting. But then I raised it up. Now it's 600. Ladies and gentlemen, politics, your political leaders, your governments have always been driven by, have always governed. They've been driven by the evil spirit, and they have governed their respective society through manipulation, lies, and deceit. Okay? That is a fact, Jack. Now, I work for the government, but guess what? I work in the best, in this little thing that I work. And I help so many. We help so many people. So I'm at the right place at the right time, serving my purpose. Okay, we help so many people. We truly do. For those that really want to be helped. Okay? No, it is not child protection. No, it is not criminal law, with correction departments. It's not administrative. No. It's it's impacting the community, human beings, everyday human beings, and helping the community at large. But anyway, let me just tell you. Again, let me repeat it. Ever since men fell from grace, men disobey God, the demons have taken over. And even in the times of Noah, you saw what they did. You saw what the angels did. They materialized themselves to the ladies, and they approached them seeing that how beautiful Cain's daughter were, that hey, and they approached them, and they chose out of all of them, and they had baby, and they impregnated them. And guess what? Giants came. The biggest giants that were up to that time, and they started killing, and they started destroying, and God destroyed the earth because of them. Everything was evil, just like we are living in these last days right now. Okay, so God has left us with a choice. Which way are we going to be found at? Are we going to be found on the evil, satanic side of left side, or are we going to be on the right hand of God? Because if you believe in man, then you are oh, I feel so sorry for you. Ladies and gentlemen, remember the story of Joseph, okay? Remember? He started working for Egypt, and he became the second most powerful man in Egypt, because he helped Egypt. He worked, and he did such a great job. All glory and thanks be to God Almighty. Ladies and gentlemen, we as a human creation upon this planet, we don't even know the reason why we exist. We don't even know the meaning of life, when it is right here in front of us, in the most popular books there is. But yes, people may give it its own interpretation, when the Bible clearly states that the Bible cannot be privately. It's not there for private interpretation. The Bible interprets itself. So ladies and gentlemen, what you are seeing, what you are witnessing right now with the war in Israel, ladies and gentlemen, is the beginning of the end of America. Okay? Remember what God says on Isaiah chapter 13, verse 17. I will stir up the Medes against them. You may say, who are the Medes? Those are the Iranians, ladies and gentlemen. The people that came out of the Persian Empire, out of the Medo-Persian Empire. Okay? So ladies and gentlemen, men have been ridiculously and selfishly manipulating humanity, because he has no other way to go. He knows that it is compromised by the demons, by the fallen angels. Okay? So as we watch the for some people, incomprehensible behavior and gibberish out of the dementia figure in the White House, with just a puppet, all right, called Joe Biden, ladies and gentlemen. He was promised this. You got to understand. See, that's the problem. We don't understand what is happening in front of our eyes. This man has been in politics for almost 50 years. And he was promised this chance to screw up America. And you may say, well, what was the purpose of it, Ruben? What do you mean screw up? That is exactly what he's been doing. In fact, he's taken Texas he's taking Texas to the court because Texas is preventing illegal immigrants from crossing the border. Ladies and gentlemen, this man is compromised. His job is to destroy America. But here's the thing. We're going to get a reprieve, and that is because in 2024, the power will be given. Because, ladies and gentlemen, people have been so manipulated through history and conditioned that they think that their vote counts. The vote counts for the puppets, for the leaders, for the shadow government. That's who your vote counts, because your vote physically don't count. What do they count on? On your illusion, your delusion, that to make you believe that you have the power when you don't. See, that's how government always, that's one of the ways that they always psychologically have been manipulating and controlling its masses, especially in the United States. The United States is the most naive society in modern history. Why? And that's why it is as it is known, the second beast of the Bible. It is destined to fall. And God is really upset with with America, because ever since its foundation was based upon blood, innocent blood. Hey, it is the second beast, remember. It is the second beast. America is actually a satanic and the modern Egypt place that the Bible speaks of, okay? It is the spiritual Egypt, and that's why it is based using its own laws for its own demise, its own constitutions. It has been set up for its own demise. So now we have the war, as I mentioned, in which was really provoked. That was a red flag, ladies and gentlemen. That was like 9/11. Except that this 9/11, ladies and gentlemen, is going to bring grave consequences. Okay? It's not going to bring a third world war. No. I told you, disregard that. But many people and many innocent blood that have already been shed, and there's more on the way. Because the thing is, ladies and gentlemen, this whole world is living, what did I just say? Under a lie. The 4 Israelites that are in the Middle East who don't even believe in Christ think that they are the chosen people, when in reality it is sad, they are not Jacob's descendants. Okay, even the Bible tells them. Okay? So this is their 9/11, but guess what? This 9/11 is going to be repercussions, worldwide repercussions. And this is going to facilitate Iranian being in America and destroying America. Hamas is all over the place. Toronto, it's in New York, it's in Europe. But I'm going to ask them a question. Please see my links that I will send you. False flags, ladies and gentlemen, has been a reality throughout human history. From the fake great Roman fire up to now. It has always been a psychological practice. There's always been psychological operations. Please take a look at the links that I will send you. So, but you must understand, why is it that humanity is in the condition that is in? You must understand why, what is really happening in Israel. Did you know that Israel was once, they used to deal with Hamas at one time? but then they turn on each other. Demons always do. They turn on each other. Did you know that, for instance, Osama bin Laden was a CIA agent? How many times have I stated this here? Whose name is Tim Osman. You can Google it. And yet, wasn't he blamed for bringing down the Twin Towers? Which, by the way, I grew up there and I saw the Twin Towers coming down. And the attack on the Pentagon and all of that, and the other airplane that was supposedly bound for the White House that was shot down accordingly. Okay, in some way, Shackensville, somewhere, when in reality it was all a farce. So, ladies and gentlemen, almost 3,000 people were killed on 9/11, and not even 2 hours passed when Osama bin Laden, Tim Osman, was being blamed for, with no investigation, nothing. They blamed, and that's how people believed the lie. They have easily been manipulated. For instance, now they're talking about, in fact, before I go on, let me just tell you, ladies and gentlemen, so that you be more awake and this will probably make you care. America has already been broken up into 3 parts. Okay? 3 parts. Russia, England, and China. Okay? America has already been broken up. America is being set up for failure. Because, ladies and gentlemen, you got to understand that America has to fall before they bring their new world order. America is in the way. So that's why they started this thing called, you got protesters all over the planet protesting the war in Israel. Ladies and gentlemen, it's not that Israel has the right to exist. It's that they have dealt with the Hamas in the past. It's not that America wants to be evil or means to be evil. It is evil because he has dealt with the enemy, with Osama bin Laden. Okay? Ladies and gentlemen, the attack on Pearl Harbor was a false flag. It is a fact, Jack. Wake the hell up and go beyond us smelling the coffee. We ain't got time to smell the coffee. We have time to establish a strong relationship with our Creator, because that is the only way that we can make it through this on an individual basis. That's what I'm here for, to help you make sense of all this craziness that is happening around the world. And now in the news is what? There was like 100 cop cars in Miami, in Base area, Miami, because of some aliens. Are you kidding me? God is going to show humanity what aliens, but he's going to let it happen, what aliens really are. In fact, Satan has been dreaming of this for thousands of years. When he comes, people would think that their belief will be completely shaken to the core, their religious beliefs. Because that's another thing, ladies and gentlemen. Religion, like that's why I said in the beginning, your religious leaders have conditioned, have lied to you. And yet, what does humanity do? They follow their religious leaders. They follow their political leaders. Oh, Denver just blocked Donald Trump. Maine blocked Donald Trump. Don't you see this is all part of the game? Here's what's going to happen. The Supreme Court will strike this down probably 9-0. And this is all going to be history. And Donald Trump will be put in power until he will win the elections in 2024, and he will be in power on January 1st, 2025. Get it right, Jack. This is not time to play. And then what's going to happen is this. Once he is in power, they put him back in power. He's only because they always make deals. I mean, obviously this man is too old, because he already did his job. Ever since he came, I mean, I'm talking about Biden. He's done a good job of destroying America and disrupting America. Okay? With the no fracking thing, with the no electric cars, climate change. Ladies and gentlemen, this whole world, don't you see it? It is so obvious. They've been manipulating and been lying to you. Let me give you another example, and then I'm done. And then I'm done before I read the Bible. For instance, you work, right? The government doesn't have any business. And besides, you think it's the government, but it's not. They make you pay taxes, right? That's robbing you of your hard-earned money. And you know how this happened? Back in 1913, in Christmas time. While people were away, they ratified this thing in Congress, but it's still unconstitutional but people don't fight it. Because the IRS is the enforcers for the Federal Reserve, which is an association of banks. America is bankrupt, ladies and gentlemen, bankrupted. Your dollar is you better say bye-bye to the dollar very soon. The digital dollar is coming down. Okay? And it is not going to be, that's how they're going to be tracking it down. It is the mark of the beast. It's here, ladies and gentlemen. You either wear it, you either take it, or you will starve. Well, guess what? We that know the truth, God will guide our steps, and we know what we do. We know where we stand. They better get the guillotine ready for me, because I ain't giving into this beast system. So, ladies and gentlemen, please get it right. You got to understand that this world is already done. America is done. You have been worked. You have been manipulated. You have been conditioned. I mean, look, 100 cops in Bayside, supposedly after what? An extraterrestrial aliens? You see how they playing with your mind and with your emotions? You see how they've been playing the black community and Hispanics, where they can go to any stores and start robbing, breaking this commandment, so that they won't be one with their creator. You understand? The evil are so obvious. And what do young people say? Hey, all right, thank you. I'm gonna rob this store as long as I keep it under 1,000. See? And now you got leaders playing back and forth and blaming each other with the immigrant situation. Again, it is all a game. Let me read you. Let us go to Isaiah chapter 13. Okay? Isaiah chapter 13, verse 17. Behold, I will stir up the meat against them. We shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it. 18. Their bowels also shall dash the young men to pieces, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb. Their eyes shall not spare children. 19. And Babylon, which is America, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees, excellency shall be as when God overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. You understand? America, it says here in verse 20, it shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelled in from generation to generation. Neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there, neither shall the shepherds make their fold there. Okay, that's what's coming down. But that's what's coming down for America, very, very soon. Now let us go to chapter 14, verse 12, to show you who America is being controlled by. Remember the eagle. The eagle is the symbol for the Romans, right? So it's for America. And the eagle, ladies and gentlemen, will soon be destroyed, meaning America. 12. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations? 13. For thou hast said in thy heart, I will ascend into heaven, I will exalt my throne above the stars of God. I will sit upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. 14. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. You understand? This garbage always wanted to be like God, but he will never be. That's why he was thrown out of heaven. Let us go to Ephesians chapter 6. Ephesians chapter 6, verse 12. Okay? Listen to me. Ephesians chapter 6, verse 12. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. So there you have it. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? America has become an extension of the historic satanic matrix system that he has set up. America is being destroyed, for it has gone against life. It has become he has disrespected this 10 commandments behind me. He has disrespected life itself. And even the Roman Catholic Church now claims it's okay, we will bless. And what's the surprise there? Only the blinded were surprised. There's no surprise, ladies and gentlemen. The Roman Catholic Church has always been what? Human sacrificing little kids, sodomizing little kids. And now they passed the rule that it's okay to bless couple of the same sex. Okay? I wish that this was some kind of a joke play on the on humanity. But this is the reality, and this one is gonna hurt, because now, see, they know the government know that this is wrong, but they don't have any. They are compromised by the demons. They are being told by the demons what. That's why they talk about the Freemasonic ladder to the 33rd degree. You think this is some fake show? You think this is a conspiracy? It is a reality. Whether you want to accept it or not. That's why I always say at the beginning of my video, sometimes I forget, are you ready for the truth? Can you handle the truth? Because that's how you will see this. As some tinfoil conspiracy nut job being talked about here. That's why they pushed what? This is what they push. Inclusivity, the theory of evolution, what diversity is. What diversity? Oh, we all have to be loving. Oh, love is love, right? Okay, we should love each other. I mean, really, ladies and gentlemen, humanity is doomed. All governments of the earth have been a joke, have been playing with you, have been lying to you. And you say, Reuben, what are we to do then? Well, I just told you. You establish a strong relationship with your Creator, and He will use the same system to help you. Just like He did with Joseph, just like He did with Daniel. Oh my, just like He did with Moses. The list goes on and on. In fact, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you, let me give you a little secret. Let me let you in on a little secret. I work for the government, and there was a position that I'm so good, and I'm not bragging about myself. I'm not the one to brag about myself, but I give my heart and my soul to what I do, to help people. And since I did such a good job, by the grace of God, a position was created for me which went beyond to what I was doing. So in other words, you get to that level, then they were like, man, no, we have to create another one so we can pump up Reuben a little up, money-wise and status-wise. Something that didn't exist within the department that I worked. That's the only way. So religions, ladies and gentlemen, have been the most destructive force through our human history. And the reason I jump from one subject to another, ladies and gentlemen, everything is connected. And now religion, the religious spirit, demon, have come to get paid. It's time to pay the piper. And humanity is going to hear it. Because it has always been a spiritual battle, and it always will be until Christ come back and clean this earth and destroy the demons. Okay? May God bless you. And don't forget to take a look at the links that I will send you. Y'all take care, ladies and gentlemen. Remember, I do this out of love for you.